sodded. As you can see, I am extremely sweaty. It's hot, man, but my perseverance overcomes the environment. So we're here back today. This is gonna be a quicker video, just a quick update. As you can see, my 1994 BMW 325 IS is here. The next step in the saga is that I'm going to show you some of the work that's been done off camera. A lot of this work is tedious, so I wasn't gonna bore you with a lot of the tedious sanding and prep work. I'll show you the car. I've got all the other cars in the shop covered up in plastic and protected. But today, the plan, and here very soon, is to get some primer on this car. It's been some weeks. It's been a lot more work than I thought. But like I said in my last video, would I do this again? No. But it has been an interesting journey. I've learned a lot about paint and body work. And like I said from the beginning, that's the whole point of all this, to learn, to build, and ultimately this is what I enjoy doing. With all this hard work that I've done, if you could do me a huge favor, I'm a small YouTuber. Again, this is my only ask. If you don't mind liking and subscribing to the video and channel, that helps me immensely to grow, as I am a small creator. Who knows? Who knows what this is gonna turn into one day. But for now, I appreciate your help and your support. As always, I love the engagement, I love the input, and let's get right into it. So just a quick update. I have all the rust repair done, all the body work that I needed to do for the most part. There are a couple small pieces that I still need to just add a little self-etching primer and just prepare kind of the side skirt area a little bit more. But overall, the wheel arches, as you can see, they're repaired, and I've got self-etch primer on there to protect the metal so that it doesn't rust. So next step in the process, I need to get the car taped up and ready for primer. And so I'm gonna throw you on the tripod and let you watch from there.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
It is a couple hours later, and we are finally done with masking and covering the areas that I don't want to get overspray on. As you can see, I'm not the best masker, if you will. I ran out of my good yellow automotive tape, so I had to use all-purpose tape, but that's okay. I just need to get the primer on the car, and then from there, I can address any areas that I might have missed or maybe didn't tape off correctly, but I think it's good enough for what I'm trying to do. So next step in the process, I'm gonna figure out setting up my gun. I need to shake up my primer. I don't actually have like a good shaking solution besides stir sticks, so it's gonna take me a while to get this thing mixed up well. It's been sitting for a while. Need to get my gun cleaned, ready to go, and so let's work on that. So for my gun, I'm using a cheap Amazon primer gun. So what's good about these guns are, one, they're cheap and they're easy throwaway guns. They come with different tips. So it comes with a 1.4 tip, a 1.7, and a 2.0. For primer, because it's so thick, I'm gonna be using a 2.0 tip. That should help give me better coverage as I'm spraying. Another thing to note is that if you're ever using a new gun, always run some cleaning material through it. That way, just from the factory when they build these and for storage, they kind of oil them down.
Did you get that thing oiled down? Oiled down?
To make sure that they don't rust or get any corrosion. And so what I'll do is I'm taking it apart right now. I'm getting the nozzle off, and then I will run some wax and grease remover through it, get it all clean, prepped to go, and then I'll add my correct tip. So what you saw just now was me mixing, based on the technical data sheet of this this high build primer by Speedcoat, and I'm going to link all these products in the description below. Basically, you saw how thick it was. So it takes 4 parts primer, 1 part activator, and then you take about 20% of reducer. And so I'm using slow reducer because it's so hot. Reducer to reduce it down and make it a little bit easier to spray and and adhere to the panel. So I'm going to do a couple of test runs and on cardboard just to see how well it sprays and get the gun dialed in, and then we will apply the paint. All right, so clearly I am not a painter, and this gun is, I think I got it right. We're about to see. Well, so there's good news and there's bad news. I think maybe because it's so hot outside, maybe it's my gun settings, but my primer is actually laying very dry. Like it's like drying before it's getting to the panel. So I've been troubleshooting that. That's why I haven't really shot much of it, because I kind of got tied up with that. But to show you, as you can see, it's very dry. Might be hard to see, but so it's spraying very dry, and so in a lot of the areas, so I've manipulated my gun pressure. I've messed with all of it. So the primer's laying down. It's not great. I'm going to continue to lay another 2 coats on top of it. I'm going to put you on the tripod, and you'll be able to see. But ultimately, I'm going to be sanding and blocking this car anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But really was trying to figure that out, but I'm stumped. So. But either way, it's high build primer. I'll put you guys on the tripod, and then you can watch along. After a bunch of trial and error, I finally was able to get the paint right. I don't know if I was mixing it wrong or what, but these last 2 coats have come out really good. I'm laying them on pretty thick just because the first ones were pretty dry and I didn't get a lot of material on the panel, but it's actually laying down really good. I have a lot of runs now, which is not a big deal, but that's because I fixed the gun ultimately. With the issue I was having, I basically just started over. I cleaned the gun, took it all apart, put it back together, mixed new paint, and the primer's laying down fine now. So I don't know. As you can see, some of these areas, so there is some shine to the primer now. I still have to hit the roof some more, but I don't know if you can see that, but it is very, very dry still. Here's another example where it's very dry and there's a lot of texture, and as you can see, plenty of runs here, but not a big deal as I'm going to be blocking all of that out anyway. But I was able to make progress. I'm going to do 1 more coat on the roof and a couple of small areas, and then that will be it for today. And I think I can call the body complete. The car will sit for about a week or so, and then I'll come back and start blocking from there. I would call this video a success. I think overall, maybe in the beginnings we had some trials and tribulations, but we were able to overcome. As you can see, there's a lot of runs, there's some dry spots, there's some rough areas, but overall the primer is on the body and I've learned some lessons for all the remaining panels that I have to do. But I would call this a win and a success because this is what it's all about. I'm learning and I'm gaining experience along the way. So this video is a short one, not as exciting, not as in depth, but I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. I'll see you in the next one.